Okay, so I know that I'm a piece of shit for this, but let me just be in my piece of shitness. Please, please, please. What's up, boo? My name is Jeanette, also known as Misfit Vegan. I just saw, okay, so I'm making dinner. I'm going to show you what I'm eating for dinner. I just saw a raw vegan, fruitarian, 5 seconds into the interview. The interviewer says, okay, so how long have you been raw vegan? He answers and he's shaking his head. The guy goes, okay, how long have you been vegan or fruitarian? Right? Like he's asking these questions. How long have you been fruitarian? And the guy's shaking his head left to right. I've been fruitarian for 30 years. And it's like body language does not ever lie. Bitch, you haven't been fruitarian for no... Like body language cannot lie. And I'm sorry, but I caught it. And I'm not going to say who because drama. I don't need no drama in my life. Mary J. Blige, you know what I mean? I don't need it. But I'm just saying they lying. They're lying because this is the same person that told me in an interview that he only eats seeded fruits and he lives in New York City. Get the fuck. Who you think you're talking to, boo-boo? I was raw vegan for 9 years in New York City. There is no way on the face of the planet that you're going to eat only seeded fruit in New York City. Get a life. Who do you fucking think you're talking to? I've been doing this for real for years. And I'm from New York City. Like, you could tell somebody else that. But you can't tell me that. You could lie to yourself. And you could lie to all these noobs out there. But you can't lie to me. And as much respect as I have for Dr. Sebi, he's another one. I'm telling you right now. Rest in peace. But his list of the things you can't eat, that's damn near impossible. I've never met anyone on the Dr. Sebi diet, including Dr. Sebi. He was talking about eating fish. No disrespect, but who's going to be able to do no garlic, no pineapple, no broccoli, no beets, no carrots, no coconuts, no nothing. I'm tired of these influencers and these YouTubers lying, because then people think there's something wrong with them. Oh, I'm just not, disciplined enough. Oh, I just, I need to worry. I need to, like, with the new, stupid ass, somebody sent it to me. I watched 5 minutes. I could not get through it. But, the new John Kohler and Rick Dina, I think that's his name, interview where Rick Dina says the number one mistake that you can make on a raw vegan diet is that you don't eat enough vegetables. I reached out to Eli Martyr immediately. I saw 5 minutes of the interview and I was like, Eli, can we, and he takes a long time to respond, so he'll respond like 2 years later. Eli, can we do a live today about and like debunking this stupid interview? And I sent him the interview, but he probably won't get it for like 3 years. So in 3 years, we'll do a live together, because that's misinformation. The number one mistake you can make is not eat vegetables. Vegetables are the most important thing. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You can definitely eat vegetables. And like right now, I'm making a big salad, which is going to be mostly fruit, but there is definitely some greens in there. But I don't eat barely any vegetables. I don't like vegetables. Green leafy vegetables, okay, but like carrots, beets, potatoes, what else? What is a vegetable? Cabbage. Oh my God. Absolutely not. You want my stomach to hurt? Broccoli. Absolutely not. Sunchoke. Artichoke. No, I'm going to choke. Dry ass shit. No. We don't need that, because it's what you don't eat that heals you. We don't need to add in more. We need to get out the processed foods, and we don't need to scare people away from a raw vegan diet. That is not true. It's fear mongering. And Rick and Karen Dina, I don't know what the root is going on there, but I'm not even going to say it because y'all want me to gossip and I don't even want to say it. But I met him in Michigan, and that's all I'm going to say. Now, if you want me to tell you, I'll tell you in person when I see you. I just can't put it out on the internet because people like to sue people in this movement. All right, so that looks good. Okay, and now we're going to do our cucumbers. And by the way, I pretty much eat the same thing every night. Oh, no. There's a hole in my cucumber. So one thing I will say real quick. Okay, so this video is short and sweet. Basically, body language never lies. So when somebody's shaking their head and they're saying, yeah, I've been fruitarian for 30 years, and they're shaking their head left and right, no, you're not. You only eat seeded fruit? Are you even... Who do you think you're talking to? You could lie, but your body never lies. And by the way, I just want to clarify. Okay? I am not saying I am perfect because nobody is. What I'm telling you is how I'm doing it. The way I'm doing it and the way I did the raw food diet. So I have a list of help foods that I used for years, like 10 years. Check that out on my website for free. It's a list of all the foods that I used that are not raw, that I used to help me stay on a healthy raw vegan diet. But raw is, you can't be 100% because cashews are not raw. Once you pick this from the, technically, once you pick this tomato from the vine, it's not raw no more. Okay? So you want to get into the craziness, making mountains out of molehills? Or do you want to heal and lose the weight and look good? Because at the end of the day, what are you doing this for? A contest, a competition to get the Fruit is Life award? I already got it, bitch, so you can't get it. What are you raw for? We're raw to heal. We're raw to feel good. We're raw to look good. We're raw for energy. We're raw for the skin, the hair, everything. And the longer you do a raw food diet, fruit-based, the better the benefits are going to get. They're going to compound. And you don't need to worry about vegetables. Not at all. Not at all. If you want them, absolutely have them. Do you need them? Do you need to be scared into eating these things that you don't want to eat? Because I tell you right now, you're not going to be able to enjoy vegetables without a dressing. See, that's why I really stopped eating so many salads, although I am eating salad. But I really only eat things that taste good without dressing. Because if you have to slather dressing on something, nobody's eating raw broccoli, just loving it. Although I did have some weirdo fucking client that loves raw broccoli. Hashtag shout out to Diana Banana. Okay, first person that ever in my life, and she's a one of one. She says she loves to eat raw broccoli. All right, well, you are a one of one. I just tell you this right now. I wouldn't feel comfortable sleeping at her house. I wouldn't close my eyes. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say. Okay? Anybody that loves raw broccoli, psycho. Fucking serial killer. I'm not... Okay, let me just cut this part out because, I don't want to talk. I don't want to gossip about nobody. Okay, now, listen. I'm going to end the video. Okay? That was all a joke. Now, as far as the raw food diet goes, it's very, very simple. Here's what you're going to do. I would personally recommend you have fruit for breakfast, a melon, especially a juicy fruit. You don't really want to have durian for breakfast, okay? You don't really want to have avocados for breakfast. You want to have a juicy fruit for breakfast, okay? If you don't want sweet, have tomatoes. They're very juicy. Cucumbers, have zucchini, have a big salad for breakfast if you want. You can't really fuck this up. The only way to fuck up a raw food diet is to be afraid, is to live in fear, because fear is actually acidic. It's acidic. Okay, fruit and vegetables are alkaline, but if you're living in fear, you're acidic 24/7. And it doesn't matter what you eat. You're going to create disease in your body from that fear. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. Release the fear. Okay, have fruit for breakfast, juicy fruit. Now for lunch, you want to have something more filling. Have a big bowl of ice cream, at least 5 bananas in there, a big smoothie. You can eat the bananas even better. You can have, more dense filling fruits like mangoes or papaya or apples or pears or peaches right now, or any fruit. Today, I had for breakfast, I had figs, which is rare because I usually like the juicy fruits, but I was out. So I had my figs for breakfast and then I had watermelon for lunch. Usually it would be breakfast is watermelon, lunch is figs. But I improvised because I was out and I bought the figs, okay? Then I came home, had my lunch. Now dinner, I had a bunch of, what are they called? Golden kiwis. I just had like 6 or 7 golden kiwi. Now I'm eating tomatoes as I'm making dinner. And I had a whole watermelon today, by the way. It was like 15, 20 pounds, okay? So that was lunch, and it took a few hours to eat that. I ate some, worked, went out, ate some more, okay? So it was a big-ass watermelon. and now I'm having dinner. Okay, I'm going to make a dressing, and the dressing is going to be red pepper, tomatoes, green onion. I'm going to put some basil in there. I'm going to probably put 1 or 2 dates in there, and then I have this pizza seasoning, which I guess it's on my desk because I was filming with it last night for Misfit Mondays. I was showing everybody. Okay, and maybe I'll put in a little mustard, maybe, but maybe not, because the pizza seasoning is perfect. That's my dressing. So I'm doing fruit and vegetables. Yeah, I don't eat nuts and seeds at the moment. I don't have anything against them. It's just after 15 years, you get more and more and more cleaner. And you just feel, I hate to say the word clean. It's a trigger word, because I don't want to, it's not about mucoid plaque. That doesn't exist. But what I want to tell you is that you just want to, you don't want to eat such heavy things after so many years of eating a fruit-based diet. Okay, so the nuts and seeds, it's like those are help foods, and they helped me for 10 years to be raw. So I recommend you don't give them up unless you're raw for 10 years or more. You know what I'm saying? Like Ann Osborne gave them up. I'm surprised Karen Ramsey hasn't given them up, but I'll talk to her about that when I see her next, because I'm curious if she ever tried to give them up or if she wanted to ever. But me, I noticed, I'm like, oh, I really don't like these anymore. It makes me feel a little bit too heavy, and I just want to feel light, and I just want to have juicy, sweet things. Okay, so love you guys, and that's what I'm doing to get my results. All right, I recommend you do not be afraid of any fruit, vegetables, nuts, or seeds. You don't need to worry about certain nutrients, because if you're eating a fruit-based diet full of beautiful colors, okay, you will not have to worry about nutrients. I promise you. All right, you want to have a salad, you want to have greens, have them. When you're craving something salty, have your greens. When you're craving sweet, have your fruit. And that's it. You don't need to worry. You don't need to worry. And you certainly, oh my God. This John Kohler, Rick fucking Dina interview was hilarious. He said you could become protein deficient if you don't eat your fucking vegetables. When he said, I had to shut that shit off. Are you out of your fucking mind? What kind of doctor of chiropractic are you? Why all these doctors in the raw food movement are chiropractors? Can we get a real doctor? Fred Bishi, who would never say something so dumb. What? You gonna be protein deficient? I gotta fix this. Something's wrong. That doesn't even exist. What does he sell? Protein powder? What the fuck did I just hear? Anyway, I don't know anything about this guy. We all know John Kohler is a fuck. We know about John Kohler, but we're gonna let that go. Rick Dina, I don't know anything about this guy, but I know that I don't like him. I already know I don't like him, and he probably won't like me, because I know he doesn't like me, because his wife was rolling her eyes when I was on stage cursing and being myself, and I saw her rolling her eyes. So, yeah, Karen, the name is appropriate. So anyway, all right, love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next episode. If anybody tells you you might become protein deficient, you already know right then and there that there is something fucking wrong with that person. What? Impossible. Absolutely impossible. It's impossible. All right, love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.